Alright guys, welcome back. So, in the last part we in the last two parts we've kind of been struggling to create chances. So hopefully this match will be a little bit better. We'll be able to take our chances and we'll be able to get a few goals and hopefully see off this tie because it's Chelsea. We need to get a few goals. Still no Gerrard, which I almost forgot about because it basically if on the international break if a player is missing, basically what happens is that those one or two players or however many will be gone for not only the league match, but they'll also be gone for any sort of like midweek matches, if you know what I mean. So yeah, there's still no Gerrard, there's still no Dudek in this side. So Haleb's still having to take Gerrard's place, but he should be fine. I mean, he did pretty well in the last match. The only thing about the last match is that we just didn't take our chances in the end, and well, that was it really. I mean, what can you say? There's Matthew. Oh, he's run out of player. So yeah, there's not much to say other than that. But the first leg to this was kind of it was kind of one of those really weird matches. I don't know. And here's Schwartz, and it's 1-0. 1-0 already, and that puts us 5-3 up on aggregate. So we're doing pretty well, pretty well. There's a good ball through there. Schwartz sort of one-on-one with the keeper there and slots it home. Keeper again doesn't dive because the AI is stupid. That's all I have to say about that. But yeah, Schwartz. I'm really loving the way Schwartz is grabbing goals like all the time now. I really am loving that. Anyway, one thing I wanted to bring up actually. Was that I want to try and bring in some younger players if I can. At the moment, you can have a look at you can search for younger players by you're filtering them in the transfer window or whatever. And his Hleb, and it's offside. You can filter them. You can look for them. You can look through free transfers to see if there's any young players there that are need a club. But that's one thing because basically if we start to get younger players in, we can start to replace those players. Here's Schwartz again with the shot, and it's a goal, and it's another goal. 2-0. It looks like we're pretty much going to see this off now. Pretty much similar position there as well from Schwartz, and a lighting glitch. So yeah, 2-0. But anyway, coming back to the thing about the younger players is that if we get younger players in, we can eventually basically send them out on loan if we get them in. And they can improve further at different clubs. You know what I mean? Because when you buy younger players, when you buy younger players, you can basically you can either choose to play them and keep them in your squad, or you can send them out on loan so they can improve and get better, and they'll probably get more game time than they will with you, which is one of the things. But the problem with this game, though, to be honest, that's a good ball to Schwartz with the header, and it's off the post and in. Oh my god, what a ball in there. What a ball in there to Schwartz. That was Garcia, oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Just saw him in space, I thought I'd just cross it to him and then he put it in. On the header and off the post. It's coming in there. And, the keeper did get a hand to it. Should have probably done better. But yeah, it looks like we've definitely killed off this now. That's 7-3 on aggregate. So yeah, wow. Yeah. So yeah, like coming back to the oh, here's Garcia, and it's could have been another. So yeah, we can bring them on loan, and you know what I mean. It's like if there's players out there who are quite young, and you know what I mean, we can bring them in on loan as well, so we can test out these players. You know what I mean, bringing players in on loan is a good way to test out whether or not they're right for your team and you want them or not, because that way you can judge them and see how they play and see how well they do, and if you think they're good enough, you can buy them. You know what I mean, because you know. When you look at a player and you look at their stats aren't always going to be, it doesn't reflect how they play necessarily. So you never know what's going to happen. But if we can get some of these younger players in, then that would be really good. And if they don't perform well, we can put them on loan, we can put them back into the squad, and we can figure out what we're going to do with them. Because the thing about bringing in those kinds of players is that after a certain amount of time they'll be ready for the first team, and then once you get players that retire, when they get too old, like for example Hoopier is going to be retiring soon, but I think Whitbread, he's quite young, and he would be a good replacement for Hoopier, you know what I mean. But then obviously we're going to need somebody else in there, so then we might have to buy another younger player who can eventually step up once the time is right to replace Whitbread, and you sort of like, in a way, regenerating, a player, if that's the right word to describe it. But I mean, you're always going to have players there. And Carlton Cole, oh my gosh. Yeah, Carlton Cole's playing for Chelsea, and he really should have buried that one. Wow. But yeah, so on another note, I haven't actually gone through who's playing in this match. Obviously Schwartz is playing. Hleb's in there on the attacking midfield. We got Garcia on the can't think. Here's Berbatov. Oh, he's missed it, Berbatov. Oh my gosh. Sometimes Berbatov has problems getting his shots on target. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, so we got Garcia in there because Garcia does so well down that right wing. Berbatov is in there. Oh, what a ball! Oh, it's a bit too far for him. Just got it back. It's out of play. Berbatov does really well. He was on high form, so I thought it would be best to take Cisse out because Cisse's energy. The problem with Cisse is that he's a really good player, but his energy kind of. Oh, here's Yosemi! Oh my God! Yosemi with a goal. Oh my gosh! The left back has scored. This is so weird. It was only a couple of weeks ago that we had Matthew coming up from the left back and scoring, and now Yosemi. Oh my gosh, that was an absolutely terrible pass there. And we've managed to get a goal out of it. The goal was wide open. There was no chance that Czech was going to get to that. All Yosemi had to do was hit it there. And it's 4-0, and this is kind of embarrassing for Chelsea. But yeah, I can't complain. But anyway, as I was trying to say, yeah, Berbatov is in there because of Cisse, and like I said, the problem with Cisse is that his energy does run out quite a lot, and I mean, I like to keep him fit. I think he's like still the league's top goal scorer, I think. I mean, he had quite a few chances last week against Tottenham, and he didn't really do well in the last match. He didn't really do too well. Here's Garcia with a shot. Oh, it's saved, and oh, it's just out. It's just out. So yeah. In my midfield, I've got Matthew and Alonso along with Hleb. So I've got Alonso back. Alonso is pretty much taking all my free kicks. Basically, he's taking all my free kicks, all my corners, and if we get a penalty, he's going to be the one taking it. And my captain is Carragher, obviously, because there's no Gerrard here. Matthew is in the defensive midfield again. You know what I mean? It could have been his goal, that Yosemite goal. It could have been his if I put him at left back. But no, the thing about him is that I thought he plays better in the midfield. So you know what I mean? I believe he can be used as a winger as well. I think he can get down those wings for you. So he's not a bad player at all. You know what I mean? He's really skillful and he's good at pretty much anything, which is what I love about him. And yeah, you know what I mean? It's like we have options, and Gearsgood Johnson, oh, just got it back. Oh yeah, Carson is in goal as well, obviously, because Rayner needed resting as well, actually. And obviously Dudek's away, so we've only got Rayner on the bench, but Carson was on high form for this match, so that was pretty much my reason for putting him in there. So yeah, but yeah, like Matthew, you know what I mean. It's like sometimes I debate whether or not I should put him on the left or should I put him. Oh, well, I guess we didn't get to that one. Never mind. Carlton Cole scored. See, I don't think Carlton Cole. I don't know. I don't think he's really rated that highly on this game. I don't think he is. I know that last week I sort of said, oh, I might want to go after Defoe, because Defoe is actually a really good player on here, and he's really fast, and that I would love to get him, but you know what I mean, it all depends whether or not we can get these players or not. You know, it's all good saying we're going to get someone, but it's a different matter if we're actually going to get them or not. Oh, I just thought I'd go for that. Why not? So yeah, yeah, Matthew, you know, midfield, left back, don't really matter to be honest. He can play either position, but I mean, when you put him in left back, he's sort of got average ratings, but since I put him in the midfield, he's sort of done a little bit better. So you know what I mean, I don't really know what to say, to be honest. That's gone out for a corner. Anyway, my back four is pretty much Yosemite left back, Finan at right, Carragher in the middle with Whitbread. I took Hoopier out because Whitbread was doing really well. He was on high form again. So, oh, and here's Schwartz! Oh, I should have shot when I had the chance. Never mind. Needed more power on that one. But yeah, so it's not all too bad, and Schwartz has won it back again. Here he is, Schwartz. Oh, it's way too wide. But nonetheless, this first half has gone really well, and yeah, I don't think there's any reason to change anything. One other thing is I did put Mella on the bench, so I might bring him on because he's on high form again, which is pretty interesting. So I figured I might put him on there. And oh, his Garcia's done really well. Oh, so yeah. But yeah, 4-1. We're 4 up on aggregate right now, so I don't really think we're going to lose this. And there's the half-time whistle. So yeah, really good there. Especially Schwartz, who's got an hat-trick already. Didn't even take him that long, did it? But yeah, really well done. Let's keep that going. So second half, you know, I don't change anything as usual, and yeah, oh, I don't think there's any reason to come out for that like that, but yeah, foul. Yeah, one thing that I've kind of noticed is that I know Cech is playing for Chelsea here, but one thing that I've kind of noticed in recent weeks is that like kind of a lot of these teams buy different goalkeepers or put different goalkeepers in goal. Like for example, the Arsenal game was a classic example of that, and the Spurs game last week they had a goalkeeper. I think it was Birch. You know what I mean? When they should have Robinson, I think. So, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird why they don't have them. You know what I mean? I don't know why they always have to change that around. I mean, you know, I mean, I could be contradicting myself there, you know, because I do change the team up quite a bit. But in this game, to be honest, you do have to change up things quite a bit. Because players do tend to run out of energy quite a lot, and I don't like it if their energy is quite low. If it's like more than about... And it's a penalty. That's a penalty, unbelievable. Anyway, Alonso's going to take this one. Oh, and he's hit the post! Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Never mind. I mean, we're 4-1 up, so it doesn't really matter, but that was... could have had another goal there. Oh, that's surely offside. So yeah, you know, if you know, because it's nice to sort of have a little break right here, in the cup, you know, from the league, because the league, you know, it's like you're playing for points, but when you're in this kind of situation, you don't really care too much. You know what I mean? We're 8-4 up on aggregate, so you know what I mean, we're not too bothered about it. And like again, you know, a lot of these big teams don't tend to play very well when we play against them. It's like the big. I'm never worried about the big teams. It's actually the sort of smaller teams in the game that I'm kind of worried about sometimes. You know, like the Middlesbrough match was kind of close and whatnot. I think we do have SGN coming up next. That could be interesting because they did give us trouble in the previous season when we was in second division. Is Schwartz? Just thought I'd go for that. But there's really nobody around there. Yeah, so you never know what that's going to throw up. But when you know we're edging ever so closer to the January transfer, and there's what could be an injury there. Was that Haleb? It is Haleb.
Well, the players are worried, and that's understandable.
Oh, he's okay. He's getting up. He's getting up. It's okay. I was kind of worried there for a second because we don't really have anybody else for that attacking midfield role. I don't think we have anybody else who could play that position. If I'm honest, of attacking midfield. So I think we'd probably have to maybe switch that to maybe like bring in Sissoko on or something, and maybe put in Alonso in central midfield or something. So we don't really have anyone there until Gerrard comes back. But yeah, you know, like when we get into like a third season, you know, things will start to come a bit harder. You know what I mean? We will have like we should have European games, and where basically you pretty much have a match every week. So that's obviously going to make it harder. And when it comes to sort of stamina and things like that, if their energy is below about 3.25 way down, well, 3/4 of a way down their stamina bar, we might as well just go for a shot here with Alonso. Oh, it's just wide. Never mind. But if their energy is sort of lower than about 3/4 of the way down, that's when I tend to like rest players up, especially if they played too many games. They get a lot of fatigue on them. So you know, you want to sort of keep that down. But yeah, last season when we played in the cup, oh great by Schwartz. Can he keep it going? Oh. Last season in the cup we did well. We got to the semi-final, which was, you know, which is okay. You know, I mean, it doesn't matter that we like I said, I mean, it would have been good to have won it last season, but we just, I don't know what it was about that part of last season. We just had some sort of really bad luck on our side, and just nothing seemed to work for us, and we really was stumbling over the finish line to win the league and try and you know, get somewhere in the cup. And you know what I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but oh dear God, Alonso. At least it's only a mild injury. I'll have to bring him off. And what?
It's into the face of
What?
goal.
There was literally nobody in the box there. There was literally nobody in the box there. What? I don't even know what the hell was going on there. Anyway, I've decided to bring Alonso off, obviously, because of his injury. I hope he's alright. Hopefully it won't be too bad. It's only a mild injury. So I'm going to put Sissoko on there.
Replace the injured player cover.
Hopefully he'll be only out for maybe a week. You know, I mean, mild injuries are never too bad, so...
Carlton Cole. He scored one goal in this game. Holds on to it well. They got a throw in.
Sissoko, Carragher.
Carragher. Whitbread. Otsemi. Massieu.
But it's like, you know, in our previous leg against Chelsea, you know, we did really well. You know what I mean? We didn't even have a full strength team out, but we did really well. Here's Garcia. Oh, Pleb. So we did really well. Even though we didn't have full strength out, and oh, Carson. Anyway, I've decided to bring on Mella now for Garcia, because you never know. Mella played really good in his last appearance against Chelsea as well. So you never know, he might get a goal here, which would be really good. But yeah, I still am going to be getting rid of Mella, and here he is. I am going to try and get rid of him. If not, then we could maybe like loan list him as well as transfer list him. Oh gosh! Oh, it's saved and it's away, and Robin, no, get it away! Oh gosh! Oh gosh! Can't seem to scramble the ball away. Oh, now we sort of can. Bit of panic there. I mean, it doesn't really matter if we concede at this point anyway. I mean, we've pretty much got this under control. It's out of play. But yeah, I think Carson's played pretty well in this match. Oh, God. And he's absolutely devastated about that shot. Well, I certainly wouldn't be. Oh, here's Schwartz. Oh. Yeah, Schwartz has been on fire on this game. He has been really good. Oh, here's Berbatov. Oh, it's a great save. Great save by Cech there. It's pulled back to him just perfectly. Good shot. Saved by Cech. Into the middle. Oh. So not much left in this match, but yeah, on some of the other matches in the cup, and you know, Everton are 2-0 up, so hopefully they can knock out Man United from there. But you never know with Man U. You never know what's going to throw up. You know what I mean? They always get lucky. But you know what I mean? I hope that we've got a good match for the next round. I would hope. Oh, no, here's Berbatov. Can he finish it? Oh! Never mind. Never mind. Did pretty well. Berbatov can't get back to that one. Good tackle there by Otsemi. Otsemi with a goal today. How many more of our defenders are going to get goals, and where is that going? Wow. So yeah, I think we've had two left backs score. We've also had Risa who scored, but I think Risa, like in the previous season, used to score when he was like playing in the left midfield. You don't really see too much of Risa now because we've got so many options. But I do like to put him in the left back position since our switch of formation that obviously we have now. You know what I mean? But yeah, in January I do want attacking. I do want one more attacker, like I've said, and you know what I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, I think we should be able to win the league with this team we've got anyway, but you know, I like to try and improve the squad anyway and see who we can get. You know what I mean? And you know, like, if anybody knows any good players, you know, younger players, you know, that would be worth buying. Final substitute, I'm going to take off Finan because his energy's pretty low, and I'm going to bring on Traore for him. We haven't seen a lot of Traore, but the thing about Traore is when he does play pretty well. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I'm always talking about like getting an extra defender, but to be honest, our defenders played pretty well. So, I don't really know what to say about that.
That's an important block, but it might get himself into trouble here.
Stoppage time now. And Matthew back to the keeper. Back up, and that's the game. Not bad then. Not bad. Schwartz played very well. And even Yosemite got a goal, so not bad at all, guys. Good victory. We'll move on to the next round. So I believe we're in the quarterfinals now, which is always nice. And Chelsea are out. Anyway, guys, looking at the individual game records, as you can see, Schwartz was the man of the match there with 7.0, which I don't particularly agree with. I think he deserved more with the hat-trick, and he played really well. Khaled apparently didn't play pretty well for whatever reason, even though I thought he was okay. Alonso only got 5, probably because he was injured. Yosemite there got a 6.5. You know, Berbatov and Garcia did pretty well, and Sissoko did pretty well coming on. Whitbread was solid, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Right, guys, so results are in. So as you can see, to start off with, unfortunately, Manchester United have beaten Everton 3-2 on aggregate. They came back and won it in extra time, which is unbelievable. They had such a great chance to knock them out. Oh well. Newcastle beating Portsmouth 5-3 overall, so that's quite exciting there. Some pretty good results there. Blackburn have knocked out Charlton. We've obviously knocked out Chelsea 8-4 overall. Tottenham have beaten Middlesbrough 3-2. Fulham have knocked out SGN on aggregate with that away goal. Arsenal have scored another 2 against Manchester City and have won 4-0 overall, and Aston Villa have beaten Bolton 3-0 overall. So that's what it does there. So as you can see, this is the quarter-final stage now of the cup. So as you can see, first of all, we're going to have Manchester United and Newcastle in quarter-final number 1 there. We are going to play Blackburn, which is a pretty good tie for us in quarter-final 2 there. Moving right along. Tottenham have got Fulham, so there's actually a derby there over 2 legs in quarter-final number 3. So you never know what's going to happen there. And finally, Arsenal, Aston Villa. So, you know what I mean? There's still quite a few big teams left in there. You know what I mean? Man U, Newcastle, Tottenham are still in there, Arsenal, and so are we. So you never know what's going to happen. So that's pretty interesting. Finally, guys, we are back to league in fixture 13. So starting off, Middlesbrough are going to be at home to Charlton. Middlesbrough been doing really well in recent weeks. Everton against Blackburn could be an interesting one. Both, you know, pretty good sides there. Fulham, Aston Villa. You never know what's going to happen there. Newcastle, Chelsea could be a big match there. Probably, I think maybe a draw or a Newcastle win would suit us. There. But anyway, moving right along, Arsenal playing Bolton. I think probably Arsenal are going to win that. Manchester City are at home to Tottenham. We are away at SGN United. You know what I mean? SGN are proving to be quite the surprise team this season, been playing really well. And finally, Portsmouth are taking on Manchester United, so probably going to be 3 points for Man United there, unless Portsmouth can do really well. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this episode, and I'll see you guys next time.